match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
I can see my fantasy, I'm so consumed in bed. What I see takes over me, I'm blind beyond repair.
Go ahead, you two. You two
So
were in the middle of
anyways,
something.
wait, no, we agreed that the bear would beat the gorilla, Clint. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to make a fight out of us coming to it. Like, we're making strides and growths, as my therapist says.
You two were just in the middle of something while I was coming back from my piss, and I was like, sorry to cut you off. We got to go.
I don't remember what it was. You decided the opening to the show and starting on time was more important than us being peaceful. It
is important for the two people that tune in.
It's
right at 9 for us.
What is this? What is this? This clearly is not indie wrestling because we started on time.
I know. This is kind of like, I don't know. It's a lie. I'm lost.
No, because sometimes you start 15 fucking minutes early when you're in the middle of your piss break.
Oh, are you talking about the show last week?
I was a little taken back. So, first of all, let's do the intros. My name is Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman on Twitter. To my right,
Ethan, you can find me at Johnson Collins 3 on Twitter.
And I am Jeremiah Goldman. I am the owner of this amazing podcast, and you can find me on everything at the 24K Lion. And do the thing.
What thing?
Well, now you say, and you can find all this podcast. I don't know.
Oh, and then you can find all of it. You can find us on Twitter at On a Forklift for Pod. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts now at On a Forklift Wrestling Podcast. Twitch at On a Forklift Wrestling Pod.
Soon to be Google Podcasts.
Fuck me, we're everywhere. And Thursday nights at 9.
There's another one coming.
What other one is coming? I don't know. You two are in charge of that now.
No. There's another one. We're going to be on the hub.
Oh, yeah. And coming soon to Pornhub. And Thursday nights at 9 p.m. on UPN.
Wait, no. What are we after this week?
We're right after
the PJs.
The Martin Lawrence show.
Oh, I wanted to be. Damn it, we didn't get the PJs.
We could have been after that. That's fine by me.
I don't know.
We're always following.
Hi, Bree. Thank you for joining me on Saturday night. Bree joined us for commentary for the co-main and the main event. It was a lot of fun to have her.
I watched that, actually. Good job, Bree.
Mm-hmm. Also, big shout out to JD, Jimmy Davis, my dad, for coming on and doing commentary with me.
He did really good.
He was so over that he is now my official broadcast partner for Metro Pro Wrestling shows. JD will be returning for all Metro Pro shows from here on out. Also announcing that my co-commentator for all Horror Slam events going forward will be AY. The guy who did commentary with me for the first half of Horror Slam.
Oh, he did my match. Okay, I liked him.
Yeah. AY will be my new broadcast partner for Horror Slam shows. So 2 different broadcast teams. Still, we'll have special guests. We'll just have a 3-man booth. And
he's a music person, right?
And he's a musician. So
yeah, I need to hit him up. He needs to design me a theme song.
Well, you can hang out with him at the Tommy Chong 5th annual celebrity golf outing, May 13th.
I'm going to.
Yes, where we will all be hanging out.
Listen, there's only one goal that day, and I need you guys to understand this. We have to smoke weed with Cheech and Chong and get a picture of it, because then that grants you the right to smoke weed anywhere you want. It's a law. It's anywhere in the Geneva Convention. It's real.
Hey, man, are we parked?
Dog, bro, listen, the first chapter of my autobiography is based off a joke of theirs, right? Let me give you some context. Okay.
I want to know what joke it is, because I am a purveyor of Cheech and Chong, the albums.
Oh God,
Sister Mary Catherine and all
the
that.
Movies for me. The movie.
Let me give you the context. My father's name was David.
But he's not here. No, man, open up. It's me, Dave. Oh, Dave, yeah. Oh man, Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave, man. Fucking A.
Oh, we got that to look forward to. We got a lot of things looking forward to. We have next week. Ethan, do you want to let people know about our crossover show coming out.
Yes, so all three of us, including two other fine folks from the Michigan Independent Weekly / Wrestling Rage, are going to be joining us both on our channel and on their channel. So it's going to look a little strange. You're going to see two new faces on here. You're going to have Cody Fleming and Josh Happy Harper are both going to be here, and we are going to be previewing For Us Wrestling's It's Gonna Be May with Mr. Jeremiah Goldmain, who is currently buffering.
And gone. Gone forever.
That's Aaron Hernandez. It's the NFL draft. That's topical. Anyway, yeah. So next Wednesday, 7 p.m. That is when that show is going to be rolling, hitting the airwaves. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really interesting. Cody and the group over there are some people that we looked up to, and just, it's one of those weird things that works out. Everybody kind of expects some kind of tension to happen. And we said, you know what? It's 2023. Let's throw this shit out the window. We're not having tension. We're going to build. As multiple people have stated, we're going to form a veritable Voltron of podcasting and wrestling broadcasts in the Michigan, Indy area. So that's what we're going to do. But there will be no changes to the channels at all. This is a one-off, but we're all friends, and we're going to see how it goes and shakes out from there, and well continue.
You're talking about the philanthropy I did this week.
Yeah. Because he started a group chat.
I did
the Super Indie podcast.
The Super Indie podcast.
Well, so I don't know, man. I don't know. You already know my views. Everybody should work together. There's millions of dollars out there. We could all be making our piece of it. Yet we all want to have the full million, and that's stupid because then nobody's rich. But, so Cody was Cody, my boy, was like, man, it'd be really cool if we did something with on a forklift. Because I work with all of the podcasts for the most part that matter.
You work with everybody.
I try to, because you should, because it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. We can all, like I said, we can all get over. So
I have a thing real quick before this leaves my head. I have a name for us. The Super Independent Michigan podcast.
It's a Sims.
I like it.
It's
Sims.
I like it.
Yeah, everyone's Sims.
We do. But yeah, so Cody said, hey, Raw, it'd be cool. We do something like a giant FU fucking pre-show thing. And I was like, that does sound good. And then not even 2 seconds later, we had a group chat. Yeah. Back history.
Boom. Awesome. Well, speaking of working places, are you allowed to tip off where you were at over, was it when you were absent from the show a couple of weeks ago?
No. But if you watch Anthem TV tonight, you could see my beautiful face somewhere. I do not work there though. Listen.
No.
But I was there. I'm a young strapping dude. Shit gets rowdy. You need people to wear security shirts sometimes. You do the role. It happens.
You gotta, sometimes you gotta call in the big guns. You gotta ship them over, not overseas, but over a border.
Sometimes you got to.
Over lakes.
No, it is a lake. I was gonna call it an ocean, but then I would have looked stupid.
But let's talk about this because we did do Metro Pro this past week. Jeremiah said he has watched the show. He was not in attendance. Jeremiah, what were your thoughts?
Oh shit! Pause. I'm on TV. Sorry.
So look at that timing. Couldn't have worked out better.
I looked and I was like, "There's my stupid blonde hair." That's awesome. I don't think my hair is stupid, but it's in a ponytail on TV. It's amazing. My hair is amazing.
But what were your thoughts on the Metro Pro show?
Oh, I didn't go. I was at Luke Combs.
No, you said you watched it though.
Oh, I watched a little bit of it. I watched I listened to Bree do some commentaries. I watched
Wick and Hotch.
No, I didn't actually watch that, to be honest with you. Because I talked with some people and they told me the few things to watch. That was one of them, but I never got to it because there was some comedy to watch. And then there was some endings to watch.
Well, good news is if you ever want to watch it, it's still up on our YouTube channel. We fixed that problem to where the live videos don't just disappear off into a weird playlist. They're now very topical on the most recent video.
And there will be swearing from here on out.
At Metro, bro?
That was a one and done. I felt awkward as fuck.
He's PG-13ing this, basically. He's following the same PG-13 movie rules.
Yeah, 2 shits a night. Like maybe one fucking hour is what I'm getting at here.
Bro, listen.
And it's only because Tommy dropped one.
Well,
the whole audience was dropping them.
Well, yeah.
Bro, the audience swears, the kids swear. Like, hear me out. Like, everybody fucking swears. Like, I understand. Like, I'm a big believer. Like, believe it or not, like at specific shows, I will swear, but most of the time, I really don't because you don't need to. Like, you don't. But at the same time, here's the thing: reality is, people swear all the time at all levels. And for anybody to act as if, oh my God, entertainment swore in front of my child, the fuck gone with ye. Get gone.
To the woods with you.
To die. Yeah, like go liveth under thy rock.
So speaking of the children part of it, I did a watch along on Bree's channel. I'm not sure if she's still in here. Over on the Wrestle Talk Wolfpack, we did a watch along of the Metro Pro show last Sunday night. I think we did it. Anyway, something I stated on there's the front row, and you can't see them in the video, but there's a bunch of kids. Occasionally you can see them. Those kids kept that crowd into the whole freaking thing, and it was awesome. There's this one little girl. She had to be 5-6 years old. She had to be the loudest person in there, and she was giving everybody shit, getting in Nate's face. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Kids are
man.
Kids bring the energy that fucking adults don't seem to have anymore. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the one thing my girlfriend said when she was there. It was that the kids were entertaining as shit to watch.
How does your girl, was she hanging out with you upstairs or was she?
No, she was downstairs. She had some girlfriends with her.
Got you.
Yeah, they were all watching. They stuck around until after the DTA versus AVZ and Avery match because AVZ is Missy's favorite.
Wow. Ooh.
Followed closely by Jeremiah. She said that about this. Hold on. She said her dream main event for that drag show that you and I talked about is AVZ and Jeremiah Goldmain in the main event.
Can't walk it back. I heard stuff. You can't unhear things. I can pretend that I'm over it, but
oh yeah. Your girlfriend. He's her second favorite. Mine went to a Luke Combs show just to find him.
Yeah, she did.
My wife. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, so that was what happened last week. This week, big week in wrestling. Both something happened last night and coming up tomorrow night.
Roderick Strong is back. Roddy's back.
He's also on the NXT roster page still.
That's the most important thing for me this week is that Roderick Strong is back.
Why?
I love Roderick Strong.
Surprise.
Why?
He's one of the best wrestlers on the face of the earth.
Why?
Have you seen him go on the ring?
These are all generalized statements.
Clinton really
genuinely
one of the best
in-ring performers that this generation has seen. Like one of the best strikers, like fast-paced as fuck. One of technical submissions for days. Messiah of the Backbreaker. I can name matches from NXT, PWG, Ring of Honor for days involving fucking Roderick Strong that you can go out of your way to watch.
I just wanted why without blanket statements.
I like his promo about never going back to the trailer park.
Like his 1 hour Broadway with fucking Jay Lethal from Ring of Honor is a classic. His 400+ day reign with the PWG world title made it feel like the most important world title on the planet at one point.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I just so like I don't know, like it's you gotta defend stuff, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, well, because he wanted the best. Well,
no,
there's like 50 people I hear people, you know what I mean? Like so
just over the accolades, former Ring of Honor tag team champion, television champion, world champion, former NXT cruiserweight champion, 3-time tag team champion, North American champion, fucking has held titles all over the fucking world outside of there, wrestled for New Japan, has wrestled for, what is it, Dream and Noah? I think it was over in Japan.
I like Roddy because I like backbreakers. Because so I don't know. So
the end of Heartache is one of my favorite finishers of all time. Just a fucking flip suplex onto knees.
Hear me out, right?
I'm listening.
So I have a big gripe with the business that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because an RKO is more devastating than a neck breaker, and I don't get it.
It's a
nope.
I'm not even going to say it because you're
driving their forehead into the ring.
Sure.
Compared to,
or I'm smacking the back of your head, which is CTE. Like, it's fine. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. To me, give me the RKO all day because
Yeah, Cody's popped on it. It's 9:16 and Cody's awake. What happened?
Holy shit.
Well, he's Call of Dutying. Like, he's only half probably paying attention to us. He's getting carried right now by the Michigan-made fucking militia, Mongo.
You know what game I
really
beat
good.
today
He's
in one
really
sitting?
good at Call of Duty. Like, it's scary.
You know what game I beat in one sitting today?
What?
Stray. It's a game where you're a cat in a post-apocalyptic world where it's just all robots and you get separated from your family in an underground world.
All right, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Yeah, you just make friends with robots and you go on and you do all cat things. Like you can smack things off a counter.
Yes.
And you can like nuzzle up to people's legs and take naps. There's a trophy in the game for taking a nap in the game for a literal hour. Like leave the controller alone, let the cat nap to music.
That's amazing. And Cody, it's because we're friends and it's because I have ADHD brain, so I pay attention to stupid shit like people's habits. It's fine though. Sorry, I'm really high, so I'm like an open book.
Add me on PlayStation at PK Batman.
Can I nitpick something while we're talking about wrestling moves because this is a wrestling?
Yeah, bro, please, because isn't that annoying about the net breaker RKO?
No one should ever kick out of a tombstone pile driver. And yes, I'm talking about somebody from this weekend. Or no, sorry, not this weekend, but I've seen it happen. No one should tombstone pile driver and the Death Rider or a Jake the Snake DDT. Never. You're getting your head driven into the mat. Your neck is being compressed. That's concussion city. Like, that's what it looks like. That's how it should be treated. For the longest time, Jake's was one of the most protected finishers in the entire business, and no one kicked out of it for a long time.
Also, Jimmy Snuka took that shit realsies to the floor, and that helps.
Yeah, but he killed the person.
It helps a lot.
Killed the person, so he deserved it.
Whoa, that could have technically been the
catalyst.
That could have been the moment in which the timeline could not be rewritten, sir.
Schematics.
As long as it's delivered by PD.
Well, so hear me out. So here's the thing, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. Counter argument to everything we just said that's valid. So the people that did those moves that could beat you with them, they were masters of that craft. Everybody else is just a half-asser trying to replay the original, and they're not as good, so they can't put you away with that move because it ain't theirs.
I can do that.
Yeah.
What up, Tommy?
I can't Canadian destroy. I could do it. I'm pretty athletic. I'm pretty, if I hit some sativa, I'm 1,000% certain I could do a Canadian destroyer, but I don't think I'm going to pin anybody with it.
So
right?
My philosophy in wrestling is if you have a move that puts people away, I'm going to take, for instance here, when Seth Rollins couldn't put away the Fiend with 9 stomps, I'd retire that maneuver the next day. Cody Rhodes with the Crossroads. If you need 5 of them bitches to put someone away, it's not a signature maneuver. Go back to the Vertebreaker. The Vertebreaker is a stellar finishing maneuver that no one should kick out of.
Pause. What if it's Brock Lesnar though?
Brock Lesnar, unpopular opinion. F5 should be one and done.
Well, no, I meant I hit Brock Lesnar with one of my move, right? I don't feel like Brock Lesnar.
No, here's what I'm saying is like this instance where it was the 9 stomps or the 5 crossroads or whatever.
No, I get it.
There's certain instances Braun Strowman or a Brock Lesnar or a Roman Reigns in this instance kicking out of one of them, fine. But if you can't put them away with the second one, you need to move on. I stand behind Cody should stop doing the crossroads and go back to that vertebreaker.
Yeah, but the vertebreaker. So here's the issue, right? I 1,000% will stand on the ground that Cody Rhodes is super safe and is completely fine to do the coder breaker or the vertebreaker. The issue is that's a move where the person receiving it also needs to be of that level, and it's bro. That's man. No, it's too risky, dog. Like, you can hear me out. You don't need it.
You know how like the burning hammer. It was used 8 times in his career. 7, I think it's 7.
7, and then Kendrick used it once.
Yes, 7 times in his career. No one kicked out of it. Imagine at SummerSlam, Cody picks up Roman, drops him with a vertebreaker. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
But why does that have to be the vertebreaker? I'm just saying.
I'm saying a move in general, not just. I'm going off this whole thing with the vertebreaker because I love Cody's.
Yeah, I love the idea as long as it's not that move.
But like that secret finishing maneuver, like when Roman Reigns was doing the guillotine choke.
Well, that wasn't secret. That he literally won pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view with it. 3 wins in a row is not a secret. 1 win, 2 not, and then another. Oh shit, we got something. Like, I agree with you 1,000%. Your ultimate move. You're like, Jesus Christ, I gotta bust out the spirit bomb level shit. No, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Goku only dropped the spirit bomb twice.
I feel like he did it like almost all the time.
To Frieza and to Boo. He didn't do it to anyone else in the.
I feel like there was a spirit bomb in Cell Saga. Why are you gonna lie to me?
3.
So he did it literally every fucking storyline in a row once he could do it.
And he only killed Boo with it.
Well, because it was a bad move.
Yes.
Well, it's like I thought when Kenny came over and started wrestling in North America more, he should have just never used the One Wing Angel until it was necessary. You took such a protected move in New Japan. I don't think it's that devastating looking. It's not getting
it broke
there.
Your ottoman.
But but that's because I was fat or you're fat or whatever one of us was. Both of us were. I just at some point you have to like if guys are supposed to be the shit, they have to be something that's like that. I think like Brock, like the F5 is if he's hitting it on Roman or Cena or somebody, okay, those guys have an established pedigree of, big time matches getting out of shit.
They're both like 99s in the game, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So if Lesnar goes and he hits that on fucking Cedric Alexander, he's not getting up. It's done.
Hey guys, you know what? I have a fun list. Let's dissect this top 10 list of the most protected finishers in wrestling history.
Fuck yeah, let's do that. Screw what we were going to talk about. I'm here
Baron Corbin, end of days, number 1.
Love that finisher. Love it.
Okay.
Well, it was also really well protected.
Yes, it was.
First person to kick out of it was Drew McIntyre. Fun fact, at WrestleMania 37.
And they made a deal about it too, which was awesome because it popped the schmarks.
Let's go over number 10, the one-winged angel, Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it was really good until it wasn't, and then it's never been like really protected since.
Still has only been kicked out of once by Kota Ibushi. Only once.
What, the 1 week?
Yep, it's only been kicked out of once by Kota Ibushi.
I already said my piece on it. I think Will Ospreay should kick out of the One Wing Angel at Wembley because I think that should be that should be the co-main.
He's going to win the belt back at Wembley. Next. Oh, okay. So this is a very old finisher, but I remember a lot of controversy involving this one. The Heart Punch from Ox Baker. Very old move. I remember there was the big controversy. He punched someone in the chest with it, and then they just started spitting up blood. And this was like back in the day where kayfabe was super protected. So he picked him up, and then he punched him in the heart again, and there were damn near riots thinking he was trying to kill someone in the ring.
Well, it's because he punched a guy in the chest. Like, we've all seen Kill Bill, right? Just
yeah, but hear me out. Have you ever actually been just punched in the chest?
Knocks the wind out of you, but like
it sucks, but it ain't like I'm dying.
I mean, unless you end up with commotio cordis from it.
It was
sure, but
that's like 1 in 4 billion chance,
Bro, you could bump your head theoretically on anything and die.
Oh yeah,
For the record, it was Alberto Torres who at the time may have been competing with a ruptured pancreas.
Oh, well, he cheated.
Well, that's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's like blaming Rey Mysterio for killing that guy when he didn't. Like, it's just shit happens.
Too soon.
Number
And the guy didn't land right. Like, fuck. Come on. Arms over the rope, dude.
Too soon.
Number 8, the Gotch-style pile driver. In reference to Minoru Suzuki and Carl Gotch.
I was like, yeah, but so Cesaro though had it, and like, yeah.
No, his was the neutralizer. He didn't do a pile driver. He did a
you're right.
Gotch thing, and he fell forward.
No, you're right.
I've got no qualms with that. I think pile drivers should never be kicked out of, especially an avalanche pile driver. I
feel like, bro, what about a flipping one?
The flipping one's fine because the guy lands on his ass most of the time, like he's landing on his tailbone. Most of the time, the guy's head doesn't even hit the mat. But when you see a good pile driver, I'm over the Canadian Destroyer. It's a transition move at this point.
But it shouldn't be.
But here we are. Super kicks, RKOs, and destroyers are all transition moves now.
I agree with you, but here's the problem. Everything on this list, it could be a transition move.
Yeah, because fucking John Moxley does the Gotch-style pile driver as a transition move into his bulldog joke.
Bro, it's...
Next move. Oh, this one makes sense. The bonsai drop from Yokozuna.
Well, yeah.
Dog, listen.
Yeah.
If you kick out of that, it's because you're twitching. It's not.
Yeah, you're convulsing.
It's not because you have breath in your body.
No, but 600 pounds coming straight down on your chest from the second rope, super believable.
I want to change that name to the aisle drop because racist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That is one
Japanese.
That's one move in WWE that has never been kicked out of, not even Hulk Hogan. He was stretchered out of the arena when Yokozuna did it to him. Number 6, the red / black arrow from Pac/Neville.
Dog, I got to make a joke real quick.
Go ahead.
I have 100% feeling when Hulk Hogan got into the ambulance, he kicked out. Kicked out.
I still had to do it, brother.
Mr. Balboa, not beating me tonight. What? Oh, I'm good.
So the Black Arrow never got kicked out of in WWE. And it has only been kicked out of once in AEW, according to this list, due to a botch from Bryce Wember.
We're talking about Neville.
Yeah, the Black Arrow.
Sorry, Pac, my bad.
It says Pac/Neville, and when he was Neville, it was never kicked out of. The only time it was ever broken up was when he took that pin too hard, and he got Seth's foot on the rope for him. Anything?
My move's dope.
It looks great. He's about one of the only 3 or 4 people that could really land that move right and make it look as cool as it does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shout out Tanner Nix. You guys saw Tanner. He was
for the short shorts or for hitting that?
No, because Tanner can do a standing Black Arrow.
Fuck me.
No, I'm like legit. Like he legit can do it. Like I've seen him. I actually made him do it. Like I did one of those asshole things where I probably pushed him like when I shouldn't have, but then he did it, so it was fine. So I didn't feel bad because he's alive and wearing awesome American shorts now.
That's gimmick infringement.
The shorts?
He's taking my shorts. I'm just fucking with him. I thought it was great. He came out, he did the shorts. That match was a mess, but it was really fun. It was a really fun mess.
The next one on here is probably my favorite of those secret maneuvers, and that's Randy Orton's punt.
Oh, I just got messaged. Man, dogs, I got like my Facebook open.
Yeah.
And like I can't say the name that just popped up, but it's a group chat I'm in. Sorry to interrupt, but it's really funny. It's from the Soul Taker, but that's not his name in this chat.
Yeah. Yep. I know the history.
So it's just flashing on my screen right now. Blah 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 has messaged you.
Yep. Yeah, if you've been
Yeah.
around the Michigan area long enough, you'll know that nickname. We're not saying it
Yeah.
here.
We can't. We're not allowed. This podcast does not have that pass.
Nope.
No.
We don't.
No.
Speaking of which, I was actually thinking about doing something really fun, and I wanted to run it by because
Let's finish this list real
let's
quick.
do this.
Jesus.
Let's finish the list. Let's go.
5. Randy Orton's punt.
Okay.
Okay.
I missed that move. I wish he
No
would do it.
arguments on it.
I like it.
The jackhammer.
Yep.
I think it's an overrated move.
But not when Goldberg does it.
Not when Goldberg does it to the Big Show.
Not when Goldberg does it, period.
I think it's overrated as fuck.
That's what's going to end Sting's career.
You had to be there. It was dope.
Number 3 is the 3D.
It's
Probably
only
the best tag
effective
team
when
finish.
it's only effective when it has a table with it, though. Like that's it's got to have that extra element.
I don't know. It still hasn't been kicked out of the Dudley Boys version. At least I think the Usos that finally got kicked out of it Mania.
Because I like the Shatter Machine or Big Rig, whatever you want to call it, more than that.
The Burning Hammer's number 2.
Well, of course. I mean, it makes Misawa that was his dig, or Kenta, hit it. What is it? Misawa 4 times, and then the other guy 3 times.
Yep.
Jesus, Misawa's green and white tights. Like he had those for like 15 fucking years, and I swear it's the same pair. They never changed.
Do we have a guess for number 1?
Jake's DDT.
Okay. Jeremiah.
No, I got nothing.
The Razor's Edge
Oh,
is the most protected move in WWE history. Never kicked out of.
Okay. I'm here for that. I loved it. It was super devastating, and there was no way to not make it look devastating, especially when you started to factor in that Scott Hall was like 6'7".
He was a tall motherfucker.
So at that point, some dude's head is fucking 9.5 feet above the ground, and just boom.
Dog, so good.
I love Ethan Page, but you can take that wrong opinion elsewhere.
Wait, cooler than Razor Ramones?
That's what he's saying.
Oh, that's wrong.
It's very wrong.
That's like Reed. We normally agree on a lot of things, but like that was misplaced.
That was a bad take.
Ooh.
Anyways, so this week, starting tomorrow, we have the WWE draft starting.
Yeah. More importantly than that, though, there's a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With big stakes on the line, and I'm not talking about any of the belts they're fighting for.
Nope.
Or Omaha.
I'm
Steaks.
talking.
Not a sponsor.
I'm talking about the stakes of our butthole.
And the fact that one of us has to suffer a golf outing the next day with it.
Yeah. So real, like I gotta let you in on a secret. I'm gonna be fine. I have an iron gut, sir. I do this for fun and t-shirts. Like
It's true. Brain jerk. You can catch them there doing all kinds of stuff.
Like, bro, I like dog. Like, there's a video online of me massacring these wings that were like making people cry. I did it in like the 3rd place time because I was showboating and being dumb. Because
I've seen the video. Was this the DBA thing or was this the other thing?
No, this was the wings out in Standish.
Oh no.
DBA,
Okay, yeah. I've seen
the DBA ice cream was baller too. That shit was like amazing. And it tasted good. It really did.
I'm going to puke if I have to eat it. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be great. You just can't puke in the ring because Greg will kill you.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Or Greg
I'll
will make me kill you.
Because I got like a show that I got to do because it's a halftime, which means there's still half the show.
I'll be standing next to you with a trash can.
Man, don't puke. I like how we're all just sure it's going to be you that's eating it.
We're all
Look, we're just getting a contingency plan in place in case it is.
Like, I'm just going to mash it and eat it. Like,
I'm not good with spicy shit. I'm not.
I'm going to get me a White Claw.
I get hot from tacos, man.
Dude, tacos are delicious.
I know.
I love tacos.
I sweat. I'm going to be drenching in sweat. I'm going to leave the show early.
Don't leave. You got to stay.
No. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If I'm shitting blood, I'm leaving.
No, you just got to get some Chipotle away.
No, I don't have any Chipotle because it's not a real product.
Well, first of all, you're wrong. It's
Anyways.
not called Chipotle away.
Two big things in the WWE world. One, we have the draft starting tomorrow. This past Monday, they unveiled the new World Heavyweight Championship.
Love it. It's amazing branding.
It's great. Raw's going to have a world champion. SmackDown's going to have the Uwu champion.
I like it.
Whoever holds that belt now has the permanent acknowledgement that they're number 2.
Yes.
Yep.
In regards to belt designs, I do like it because it mixes two of my favorite belts. One is the North American belt from NXT. I really like the design. I like the globe on it, and the big gold. So it kind of melded the two together. And every title now has big branding in the center of it. So the people that bitch about, oh, it's got a big WWE logo on it, suck it. Like, just who cares? AEW's got it. New Japan, IWGP has
Eagles. I miss wings.
Oh, and that's fine. Put some fucking wings on it. It's still going to end up with a big ass W in it. It's about selling shit. It's just like Transformers and GI Joe and shit like that. Stuff was created to sell merchandise, and that's what the title is there for. It's for branding and to sell it.
Dog, that's at least going to be $700 replica. That thing's hot.
Plus, look at all the UFC titles. They all look the exact same. You're in a same parent company. Strap the fuck in.
Well, that's because it's how it should be. All right, so hear me out. Like, I don't know. You should
$499, by the way, Jeremiah.
How much?
$499.
Oh, that's not bad, man.
And Ethan, they have the Panini Prism blaster boxes on WWEshop.com right now.
I don't know what that means.
The 23s?
23s.
How much are? Oh God, I don't even want to know.
$29.99.
That's not bad. I wonder what Target's got them at though.
If we can find them in a Target.
No, I buy them online on Target. They're usually $24.99. Anyway,
we're derailing fast.
Yeah, no, we're not. Well, you sent me on WWE Shop to look up the price of a title. So
I did not. I just said I think it's going to be like $700, and then you went on
say
there.
I think and me not get an answer. Are you stupid?
Oh man. Oh, Ethan. Oh, God, Ethan, do you hear him?
Wow.
He is on one today.
He's fiery.
I've been smoking since noon. It's been my first day off from
and you shouldn't be so cranky.
I'm not cranky.
You need to hit an indica. You need to relax.
Dude, this kid gave me this battery and I was like, are you trying to fucking kill me with this thing? I mean, yeah, you can get a replica. You can get your own title for $400. Why would you want to do that when you can get a replica for $500 that people would notice at wrestling shows?
Well, so Fandu actually does a really good job making repops.
And I was about to say you can get that WWE belt probably for $200 realistically through like some Middle Eastern site.
Yeah, I'll wait for the $25 edition to come out at Target.
Yeah, Fandu does a really good job with belts, though. I will say that.
Yeah, you can get some top quality knockoff fucking Gucci belts, bro.
Oh, speaking of belts, Jeremiah, I have relinquished our quiz championship.
Why?
Because there's no one to defend it against, no one writing quizzes, and I'm kind of bored not having it on our channel, so I need a fighting champion. May 15th. Are you in?
What day is that?
It's a Monday.
Yeah, I'll be. What time?
8 or 9. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I'll be in.
Yeah. All right.
So it's us three. Well, Russ is a maybe.
Oh, that's lame.
Ethan, who said I'm using you?
Ooh, you're not even in, dummy.
I'm in every single one of these.
Yeah, and it's
quizzes.
getting stale. Maybe people need to see some new faces.
It's getting stale. People love to see me lose, buddy.
You're getting better, though. You're getting closer to winning.
You don't want me in it because you're afraid that I'm going to walk away.
I can't have you be double champ. I can't have you be double champ.
I'm not double champ.
You're the champ.
You are. You're the Jordan of the North.
That's fine. Let that sit over there. I don't care. This is wrestling.
Actually,
it's still real to me.
Actually, I'd rather have your wife.
Oh, fuck, so would I. But
I think Sam would be a great competitor.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, are you in? You're in the chat. Give me confirmation. May 15th. I'll wait.
Anyway. We can keep talking about it while you get comfort. We can keep
Nope.
talking about
I'm
stuff.
sitting here in
He's
silence,
like,
waiting for your
wait.
wife to
It's
respond.
a fucking sit-in.
It's a sit-in.
She's in the chat. I need an answer.
She's probably in the chat, but set her phone down. I don't even know what we're talking about. We're talking about a quiz.
You're in. Monday, May 15th. Sam Hubbard will be making her debut on the quiz.
Good thing I got all the
What are you
whiteboards.
doing, Jeremiah?
I looked at that fucking message that that person sent in that chat, and I'll never unsee it.
So our first two competitors so far are going to be Sam and Jeremiah. Two more being announced.
Oh, that was gross.
Sorry, Ethan, that we will not be using you for a quiz.
Ethan can come and like be like a water boy, even though we'll
Why
all be
don't
on our
I-
own computer. So it's not really
I'm
going
gonna
to
sit
do
off to
anything.
the side. I'll mess around in the comments. I can do that.
Give his wife answers.
Oh, you know what? I have a good idea. I have a solid idea. No, that I'm gonna let you run that. I was gonna say I'm not gonna give her answers. She can figure it out on her own. I'll help her study, but here's the trick. We don't know what it's on. We know it's wrestling related. That's it.
So then, how do you help her study?
I'm not giving
I'm
you
just
guys.
gonna run her through. I'm just gonna random wrestling trivia. It might help. It might not. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet.
Okay.
Go ahead, guys. Continue on.
I just don't understand how you study for something you know nothing about. You don't know what the topic is.
How I graduated high school. I don't fucking know.
Well, no, you graduated high school because they pass you unless your parents tell them not to.
Mhm.
No. There was some kids that they just said no, it wasn't happening.
Well,
I don't think they told the parents either, because the parents showed up to graduation and went, "Where the fuck's my kid at?" And the kid's
Did
like,
they just not do the bare minimum?
"Oh yeah, no, literally, it's not, dude." My senior year, I had 3 tech classes, 2 art classes, and a gym class.
Yeah, all you got to do is the bare minimum, and you can, bro. I'm telling you, if you do the bare minimum, it's up to your parents if you graduate.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
it wasn't difficult. I somehow ended up with like a 3.8.
Well, that's crazy. I did not. That was not my score.
It's okay, Reed. We really don't know what we're talking about anyway. So
no, we've derailed.
WWE.
Horribly.
Well, so we're speaking. We can talk about the draft. The NFL draft is going on. WWE draft starts tomorrow night. We talked about the belt situation. Whatever brand Roman Reigns goes to, the opposite
SmackDown
brand ends up with the consolation prize belt.
Yeah. They
Now,
do.
the question is this going to be so? Tentatively speaking, it seems like this is going to be a legitimate brand split again. However, we know that lasts about 2 months, and then it goes
wild
out the
card,
window.
baby.
Yeah, wild card rule. If you're moving people, here's my question. So, say Roman. I think Roman's going to stay on SmackDown. I think Roman stays on SmackDown. He keeps the blue belt. They keep it two belts, but 1 title. Continues over there. How do you set up the main event picture on Raw?
LA Knight versus Seth Rollins.
See, I just don't. I like. It's not long-term main event picture for me.
Who? Seth or
LA Knight?
LA Knight.
It's just not long-term main event picture for me. I think you're going to have to set that one up. That's where you're going to bring in you're going to have your Austin Theory is going to be on that one. I think whatever show Seth Rollins is on, Austin Theory is going to be on it. I think you're going to move. I also think you're going to move Drew to Raw.
Yes, Drew to Raw is definitely happening.
I think Cody goes to SmackDown. He keeps chasing Roman because it makes sense for the story.
No.
He doesn't. Why give him that belt? It doesn't make sense. Why?
Well, I don't think you give him that belt, but I don't. All right. So I don't think you put him to SmackDown to keep going on with this story. No offense to the Cody story, part of the bloodline shit, but I'm over it. I'm done. You failed for now. And you need to beat Roman, right? But here's the thing. You don't need to beat Roman any goddamn time soon. And the best way to make sure that you don't go near Roman is to put you on another show. It's even a part of your story. The fact that you don't want to be there. The fact that you want to be over there on Roman, but you can't get the Roman because you don't get the pass.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I don't think he needs to have the other belt. Like who do you think? Seth's like the real only guy right now. I think you can put it on, but I think if you put it on Finn, it does more.
I also think Finn and the Bloodline are getting, not Bloodline, but the Judgment Day are getting moved to SmackDown since Rhea's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
If it stays that way.
Or they're going to move Bianca and do the belt switch.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go down like Charlotte and Becky did.
Yeah.
So then that lays on that puts out a question, or that puts a question out there then. I think, and this is how I would book this, after Cody's done with whatever the bullshit he's got going on right now, put him in something with Austin Theory. It's going to help Theory in the long run. And worst case is, if you take the title off of Theory, it's not the worst thing in the world for Cody to hold the U.S. belt. No. And it frees Theory up to go get back into a thing with Seth about the bigger belt. If you want to start to approach that side of it again, because I think he's put in the work. It's looking good. I think his character has gotten way better. Now, it's been a little cool recently, but I think it's gotten a lot better. And the U.S. title doesn't feel like a hot potato right now, which is nice. The same thing with the IC title, because Gunther is going to hold that bitch for a long time.
Yeah, because I was going to say Bobby Lashley, but I think they're going to throw Lashley over to SmackDown.
Dog, I think Gunther's going to Raw, and I'm pretty sure Theory's going to go to SmackDown.
Trade off the mid-card titles?
I'm pretty sure, because they're going to start, even though SmackDown's the bigger show, technically, by like money and shit, fucking Raw's the baby. You know what I mean? It's 3 hours. It's the thing, and Gunther ain't been there. Like, he's been on it a few times, but he's one of the dudes that, like, he's SmackDown. So now you bring him to Raw. You give Gunther a whole new plethora of people to fucking dominate, to continue the run. And then Gunther's not going to dethrone fucking Roman, but Gunther can sure as shit dethrone a Seth.
Reed, I'm not going to put that comment up on screen. However, he's in a little legal trouble right now, so we're just gonna let that one buzz under the radar.
Yeah.
He's currently pulling a Brett Favre against the people of Mississippi.
Yeah, if we don't see if we don't put your comment up, we either one of two things: either we miss it or it's dumb.
But yeah, I don't know. That seems right.
My predictions: I think you're gonna have Bayley go over to SmackDown alone, breaking up this whole damage control thing.
What do you do? What do you do with the tag belts?
I mean, if we're going to have unified tag champs and one set of women's tag champs, I believe that those champions should bounce between both brands. I think what would be a cool thing for the women's tag titles, excuse me, I'm slurring there, have Liv get drafted to Raw and have Raquel get drafted to SmackDown. And their motivation to stay together is that they have to hold the tag titles. Or else they have to go to separate brands.
I was thinking that exact thing, but for the men's title.
Who do we think will get moved up to NXT from NXT? That's a great question. Cameron Grimes.
Oh, yeah, I think that's a given. And Braun Breaker.
There it is.
Those are my two. I'm going to say somebody who I think would absolutely thrive on the main roster is Andre Chase.
Yes.
I think Andre Chase would be real fun.
I want Eli Dragunov in Gunther's crew as the mid card.
Yeah,
bro. Listen, when it happens, because I don't care that it's already been done twice. He's the guy that's got to take the belt off of Gunther. Not right now. Not 6 months from now. It can be a year from now. But that is who I want to see face Gunther for that IC belt.
They're either going to call up, I think they're either going to call up Roxanne or Cora. I don't think they're going to do both.
I think it'll be Cora. I think Roxy still needs to be down there.
Yeah, she just lost her rematch last night.
Nope.
I mean, on Tuesday.
Nope. Gigi Dolan, whatever show Rhea's not on. So you have Alt Mommy number 2.
Thank you. Good answer. Jeremiah, good answer.
It really is though. Like, and they're different. Like it's different, but it's going to attract the same attention from the male audience.
Welcome to the chat, Joe.
You know what I mean, though?
I mean, just because you're on main event doesn't mean you're getting called up. There's a bunch of people on NXT that have wrestled a couple matches on main event that are still down there. And Kaylee Ray was wrestling on main event, and she's not with WWE right now. So main event doesn't really mean shit.
I thought she was, isn't she Alba Fire?
No, Kaylee Ray. I'm thinking, who's the other one? Who's the really bubbly one?
Kylie Ray?
Kylie Ray. Thank you.
Well, Kylie Ray is like nowhere right now, I thought.
Yeah, she wrestled a couple matches on main event and then said she wasn't signing with them. So main event really doesn't mean shit. Just it's a trial thing. That's what it's there for. It's that YouTube show they can throw up that's an hour long. It doesn't mean shit.
Dark Elevation?
Yeah, exactly. It's their Dark Elevation. But I think you guys are right. I think Seth Rollins is going to be the world champ. Like, that's Tripp's guy.
It's not Tripp's guy, dog. He's the best wrestler in the fucking world, bro. Fight me.
I think he's the best wrestler they have on the WWE roster.
Who's better than him?
Who's better than him in the world?
In the world.
Who? Daniel Bryan.
No,
Bryan Danielson.
I said Canyon.
No.
I
disagree.
Will Ospreay's a better wrestler. I don't think he's a better person, but I think he's a better wrestler.
So here's the thing, man. Like, are you talking just straight technical wrestling?
No, I'm talking about more entertaining. I'm talking more entertaining. Like,
I highly disagree. I highly disagree with you.
Kenny Omega to me is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
And he's nowhere near as entertaining as Seth Rollins on Seth Rollins' worst day.
I disagree with that.
Because if you're just talking in-ring action, that's a very specific part of wrestling, but only 10% of it. Unless it's Kenny Omega, and then it's an hour and a half long in the Tokyo Dome.
I mean, there's so many people.
I'm sorry.
I'm not disagreeing with you. He's the best person in WWE right now. But I think there's too many people, especially when Bryan Danielson is walking the face of the earth.
I have a hard time. He's a complete package though. That's the thing with Seth is he's got everything. He's got the charisma, he's got the on-screen looks, or he's got the looks, he has the on-screen presence, not just on the microphone, but just generally in the ring, carries himself really well, does well in the ring, and he can talk. It is really good.
I hate to be this dude, man, but bro, Bryan Danielson is Bryan Danielson is great depending on who you put him with. Seth Rollins will fucking make entertainment gold out with anybody. It's very different. It's like Seth Rollins is like an AJ Styles, but with the entertainment aspect. AJ Styles will never have a bad match with anybody, and he will elevate whoever he is in the ring with to his level.
Danielson won't have
Seth
a bad
Rollins
match with
can do
anyone.
that in the ring and with entertainment.
Name one bad match Danielson has had in AEW.
I haven't said. I'm talking more than wrestling, Clinton. Because more than wrestling.
No, fucking Danielson makes me cry. He makes me feel shit.
So being a professional wrestler.
Seth Rollins can do that, but Seth Rollins can also get the fucking part where you have to put him in the middle of the show. Seth Rollins can fill any part of the show. Daniel Bryan cannot, or Bryan Danielson. He either has to be in something that's important or it doesn't matter. He can't be the B guy. Seth can be A, B, or C. Seth is the literal total package and a fucking wrestler.
Wasn't the whole gimmick behind Danielson was that he was the B player?
Which was the A player storyline.
I could make a heavy case right now that the three best, and now mind you, there's a term here, professional wrestler, which is an entirety of a package. I could make a case that the three best professional wrestlers on the planet right now are Seth Rollins, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This might shock some people. The Miz.
I agree with you. I would actually I might if I sat down and were to compile it, but I don't hate that list. I do not at all.
Because the Miz, you said something though that struck a chord with me about that. The Miz is one of those guys that you can put him anywhere. Is he the main event guy? No, but if you put him in there with a guy who is in the main event, he will rise to their level. He will open the show. He will do the middle of the show. He will do the show that comes on after called Ms. and Mrs., where he gets to laugh at you because he's getting to stare at Maurice's tits the entire time. And he's like, look at my fucking life. I'm awesome. I'm the Miz. My balls are huge.
Like, I love Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson, whatever you want to call him. D-Bryan.
If you wanted to go in-ring capabilities only, yes, Brian Danielson's hands down one of the 2 or 3 best in-ring competitors currently on the scene. I will never argue with that. And he's been that for 15 years.
I agree. And my man can cut an emotional ass promo. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. He can bring you to tears. He can. Like, do not get it twisted. But like, he can only do the compelling lead.
I had a really bad and this is touching on this. This is going to chap Clint real bad, right?
I would say John Moxley. I would say John Moxley has more range than D-Bryan.
He hasn't shown it recently.
Not recently, but like if you go throughout his career, the guy, like, you can put him anywhere and the guy can do it. He doesn't need to be the guy right now. Right now, he just needs to be the cool badass in a group turning heel.
So
Clint's mad.
I'm just sitting here letting you two talk.
What if? God, this is gonna suck. Okay, so
I'm sorry, Clint. I love you.
So WCW, there was something that happened in WCW that changed the wrestling landscape forever. That was the NWO.
Yeah.
But what if the NWO did as much damage as they did good to professional wrestling?
Oh no, it really did. It seriously did.
Because as cool as the NWO made it, they made every wrestler's job that much harder because there was no, I'm a superhero, I'm this guy, I'm that guy. Everything had to have a sense of realism to it. And it puts this into that perspective. Because if you took Brian Danielson and you put him in 1992 WCW, mind you, not size-wise, but 92 WCW, he'd run circles around people in the ring and everybody would be looking at him going, this guy's the best thing ever. And he wouldn't have to talk because they would have put a mouthpiece with him. But when you bring that realism attitude into it and he's got to talk, it's like, okay, cool. He's going to cut a really good emotional promo about 3 or 4 times a year. But on a show that, like, it's a soap opera, revolves around talking a lot, he's missing that one piece to his thing, his one piece. And it's not that it's bad. It's just, he's got 3 elite talents and then 1 middle of the road talent. And so you're like, he's an elite wrestler, in-ring competitor, and he can really tug at your heartstrings, but is he a guy that you can put in anything and he's always going to be the best part of it?
Team Hell No.
But that was a lot of that was on Kane going outside of his comfort zone and doing something
that was
different.
Both wrestlers bringing out the best in one another when it came to storytelling.
That was Scorpio Sky being the best fucking therapist you've ever seen.
Oh my god. There was a lot of moving parts. I'm not gonna, bro. I
don't hate Brian at all. I love Brian.
Like,
no, I'm just saying, like, you made a comment earlier about blanket statements to say that Seth Rollins is the greatest professional wrestler on the
Seth
planet.
Rollins over last year literally proved that you can be the fucking guy in the company while there is literally a guy that the company is pushing to be the guy without having to have a title. My man did 3 fucking amazing matches with Cody Rhodes, which helped solidify this entire storyline, which brought us to WrestleMania. Without those 3 matches, no one would give a shit. My man had a banger with Logan Paul and proved to everybody finally and shut him up that man fucking is good and can fucking do it. Anything you have given Seth Rollins last year only elevated anybody who was in the ring with him to a level that he is on, so that now you have 2 stars after any interaction. I'll continue if you'd like.
No, I'm just saying that I can say that about a lot of people too.
You can't. And like, yes. I'll wait for you to do it.
I've got 2 people I can say that about.
2 is not a lot.
No, I'm just saying I have 2 examples, and this is going to prove what kind of talent we're looking at in front of us, and it's great. And Clint's a Seth Rollins fan.
Sorry,
I
I'm
don't
wrong.
hate on him. I don't hate on
wild.
Seth. I love Seth.
It's
Like I said, he's one of the top 3 performers going today.
I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to like team up, but I'm having like these revelations as they're coming into my noggin here. So there's 2 people that I can think of.
I want to apologize to everybody at home real quick. We never actually talk wrestling like this, and when we hang out, so this is fun.
96,
so y'all get to suffer.
96, 97 HBK. Sean was a fucking dickhead by all accounts. Everybody around him. But he had everything. He had the look. He could do the in-ring stuff. He got on the mic. He was captivating. He was the total package. Seth Rollins. Sting. NWO Sting. Same thing. That's the, like, not NWO Sting, but when he was going against the Crow Sting. That's the 2 guys that I look at and go, that's what they were. Because, like, those guys could go in the ring. They could do everything. Rollins is doing that right now, and we're fucking spoiled by it because we see it so often that, like, we're going to look back in 10 years and go, holy shit, Seth Rollins is like, yeah, is this guy drawing the numbers that Stone Cold and The Rock and shit like that did? No, but he's the glue. But not only is he the glue, he's the fucking gorilla glue or the grizzly bear glue, if you want to give them that from earlier. It's fucking amazing. And we've got to see his entire career, which is something we never get to see.
Okay, here's the thing, though. He's not my style of wrestler. Like, I'll give him all the credit where it's due, but to me, in my opinion, I think Gunther is a more complete wrestler in WWE than Seth Rollins is.
Well,
Gunther's the best talent that they have. Like, come on, he's added legitimacy to that Intercontinental Championship. Every match he has been a fucking banger and a half. I look forward to seeing him the most on every show. The guy doesn't need to talk.
We view wrestling different, I think.
What was that?
I think we view wrestling different.
We do. That's the thing about wrestling is you can view it differently. You can have different opinions as long as you're not an asshole about it.
No, which is what we're doing. We're just discussing everything. And
like he thinks he's pissing me off or like
no, I don't. No.
I don't. It's your opinion.
I did hold my last comment I was gonna make though, because you're like, as long as you're not being an asshole, and I was like, yep.
Yeah. Yes. Like if you want to make the argument that the Miz is the most complete wrestler on the face of the earth, you
Brock
can.
Lesnar is in the top 3.
Brock Lesnar.
This recent run, fuck yes. Him grabbing a mic, him walking away from Paul Heyman and doing his talking on his own made Brock. Brock was always like the biggest, most fearsome guy.
Dog, I'm talking about Brock selling in any match ever. Brock. So realistically,
Brock has the best false finish kick out in the history of professional wrestling.
That kick out makes you a star.
He is the master of the 2.99999 kick out. He's one of those guys. He looks like he's dead. He's not looking up at the ref. He feels those hands. He knows the count. It's that one that, like, the best one I'll go to. I'm sorry to bring up Daniel Bryan again. The Daniel Bryan kick out at Survivor Series. I think it was 2016 or 2017. Where he kicked him in the dick. Yeah, and he kneed him in the face. Where Brock rolled away from the ropes to make it look like it was the finish because he's a professional. And one of the best false finishes I've ever seen.
Bro, he did it with Finn. He did it with AJ. Brock, listen.
He's the best.
And I'm not trying to be an asshole, right? But like, so like for you, the style that you like of wrestling, right? Like you like it to be realistic fighting type feel. You know what I mean? That's like the guys you like, the guys that make it look real, that look like they are tough and can destroy you.
Also
J-Fam. I didn't see that. My bad, buddy.
You know what I mean? So like Brock's that guy. Like realistically, Brock, if he stands next to anybody, minus Omos, right, should look like he never loses. Except Brock can make you think any guy that he wants you to think can beat him because he is that good. If my guy sells for you, you go up a level. Like
if you want to see an example of his selling, go watch him and CM Punk at SummerSlam 2013. Genuinely one of my top 10 favorite matches of all time. It was the best match of 2013, and in my opinion, it was the best Brock Lesnar match of his second run before he came back after the pandemic.
Can't name a bad Brock Lesnar match because he doesn't have them.
Ricochet, Braun Strowman, Cain Velasquez.
Nope. Brock didn't have those. Ricochet, Braun Strowman, and Cain Velasquez had those, and you got something salvageable because Brock Lesnar is a G.
So
Sorry.
my only one
Kofi
that
Kingston.
the Kofi Kingston's the only one that I'll beef about that with because of how it was set up. It wasn't meant to be a match. It was meant to be Brock. Brock gets a title. That was it.
And that wasn't so. But here's the thing: that's not a Brock match. That's a Vince squash. If they would have got a match, that match would have been gold.
But Brock and Bobby has been awesome.
Oh, Dean Ambrose, WrestleMania 32.
I can make the case that was Ambrose.
I can make the case it was both of them.
I can make the case that wasn't a match. That was just a booked appearance that Brock Lesnar got paid for, and that's how he treated it.
That's how he treats almost every match.
Like,
I think he's at the point in his career he only works with whoever he wants to, which is going to lead to better Lesnar matches, like that almost match.
Well, he does.
Way better than expected.
They wanted him to work with, like, originally going in the Mania, like when the rumor mill started. Like, originally it was supposed to be like a weird 5-way thing, which was gonna happen. Like Brock, Omos, fucking Bray. Like, they were gonna merge like a bunch of the B plus storylines into like some mega thing. And Brock's like, I'm not working with Bray. Just not doing it.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to kill him.
Like, nothing salvageable from that.
You guys want your mind fucking blown. At one point we had, and this is the only reason I'm looking this up as Brock matches. At one point, at a Big Four pay-per-view, Royal Rumble 2004, Clinton, who did Brock Lesnar face for the WWE title?
2004?
Yeah.
Bob Holly.
Yeah. What the fuck? Just...
First of all, if you ask Bob Holly should have been champion. How dare you?
Bob Holly will... I'm not going down that road because he'll appear at my door and knock me the fuck out.
Bro,
like, you didn't pay for the car ride. And I'm like, I've never been in a car with you.
Bro, I tried to set you up there. I did.
This is why I have to give a championship. No one can beat me. I know too much.
All right, we ready? Oh, speaking of that, we have to do that. We have to. We're an hour in.
Oh, a Sporkle thing?
No. We have to do, isn't Backlash this weekend?
No, it's next weekend.
Oh, I don't pay attention.
Yeah. So we'll have predictions next Thursday. It'll be uploaded to YouTube. We're gonna film it next whatever day we can.
I thought we had to do it. I thought we had to do it tonight.
No.
Have all the matches.
Oh.
Yeah. We still got the draft and everything coming up. So we'll see what happens over the next week.
Man. Bad Bunny's gonna win.
Yeah, he is.
So there's a TikTok filter out right now. It's a WWE bracket, right? So you just nod your head back and forth, and it'll pick the person. And I immediately clicked off of the one that comes up is Hogan and Savage, and I was like, she's not a real fan. She picked Hogan. And then I kept going, and I'm like, what fucking stranglehold? And this is what's lost me. What fucking stranglehold did Hogan have on the whole fucking world for like 25 years? It was nuts.
It's the song.
It's gotta be. That's gotta be what,
bro. It's the song, dog.
So Rick Derringer had the fucking world in a chokehold.
Oh, thank you, Taylor. We appreciate. Fuck, I gotta go grab an edible.
Bro, I'm a real American, dog. It gets in you. Like, I hate it.
Okay, what's better, real American or American made? Not to give Hogan limelight, but he did have 2 banger entrance themes.
Bro, what about the fucking his NWO?
We're not talking that. That's NWO. We're talking his American.
No, he had
theme.
A specific one though.
Yeah, we're talking his American themes.
Bro, like, this is so I want to get real for a second. Like, I try to explain to people, dog, like in the indie scene, I'm like, listen, your song matters. Because trust me, it can carry you through a lot.
Look That's why we use Maven's theme.
It matters, man.
Like what I sent you. Like what I sent you that I got approval for.
It matters. Like, it
that's
really
a
does.
Fucking bop.
It's like it's the literal first second of any establishment about who the fuck's coming out the curtain, dog. It's so important.
You know what I was doing? So we had looked at another one. There was another song, and I was like, all right, cool. It was Bobby Shmurda had one. And I was listening to it, and I was like,
"Are you gonna come out to what I? Oh, is it
the Soup Cooler one that I sent you?"
Oh, I thought when you said Bobby Shmurda for a reason, I was like, "Bro, that would be great if you came out the hot word I'm not gonna say.
Oh
Because it would be so ironic.
could you imagine coming out to an Inkster show for that?
No, I think you should come out to the whitest community show to that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
No, go up to
Renegades.
fucking Mr. Chainsaw and do that.
Oh,
Like,
duh.
Cal Casket, yeah.
Carry
what?
golf
That
clubs
one
out. Go full Kerwin White with the entrance.
that one that I sent you though, the Soup Cooler one, the Hoochie
Yeah.
Daddy. Yeah, so that one, what I was listening to it, I'm like, okay, you gotta have a good banger. You have a fucking fantastic banger coming out to Montero, right? So my thought was, all right, so you got to have something that's got like a little bit of curtain time and then a beat hits, and that's when you can come through. So you always have a cue. And that's where I was looking at like great fucking theme songs. And one of the best theme songs ever, it's licensed, obviously, but it's Metalingus. Because when he's going to hit.
So good.
You take so long to get to a point.
Because it's called.
You take the scenic route every time. I'm like,
Would
I
you
lose,
rather be just-
I lose track of where we're going. Like, I'm like, where is he going with this? I was wondering 5 minutes
Look at
ago.
the fucking
bro.
man.
Metalingus is really good though. Like, bro, you have to though. You need anywhere from like 10 to 30 seconds of build and then curtain. Like I used to, my original
3
song
minutes
was,
of a Phil Collins song.
well, that's one person.
I know. It's
And
one
it
person.
fucking, it's so
And-
good.
And listen, I will allow it till the day it doesn't pop me.
right. Oh, it
You know
pops
what I
every
mean?
time.
That's
like-
how you and I started talking was over that song.
My favorite part about that is somebody who hasn't seen it before sitting around going, what the fuck is going on? Like you can just see it in their eyes and everybody's like, shut the fuck up. You get 3 minutes, just shut up.
Shut up.
Do you
Dog, it's so good.
remember? I remember, don't worry.
Oh, it's so good. But no, like I used to come out to a Millie. Like that was my original theme. And like I can't do it because like I don't know what they're actually saying. But then you wait for the a Millie, and then right when the words start, you come out.
Yeah.
It's
It fucks.
But it does though. But some people like to just come out to their favorite song, and it's like, I have bad news for you. It's not a good theme song.
No, look at everybody in the indie scene that's got a killer fucking theme song.
Adam fucking Wick.
Adam's song was good. Sam Beal has one of the most fun fucking intros because no matter what.
But it fits him.
The best part about his intro is that 30 seconds before that, somebody could have been like, fuck Nickelback, and you look over at him, the next thing you know is, and they're fucking singing Rockstar, and you're like, see, you jackass.
KJ Reynolds with Downfall of Us All is a good theme for him.
Xander Bennett, if he, my son, my tag partner, if he takes my advice, is going to have a new banger theme.
My boyfriend AVZ has a banger entrance theme.
Well, his is custom.
I know, but it's still a banger.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a champ though, so I don't understand it half the time when he's not a champ, and it's like champ, and I'm just like,
he can get away with that at RCW, but that's it.
Yeah, it's like, you don't have a belt here. What are you doing? You're not even in a title match.
Soul Taker's take on Biker Taker's theme is pretty funny.
That one's really good.
No Soul
I'm gonna shout out Eddie Dillon, the Rat King, because like his has that whole custom bit in the beginning where it's him just talking into the mic as if it's like him trying to figure out how to work his theme music, and then it starts.
Eddie does some real experimental stuff. And
I like it.
I was talking to him about a bunch of his stuff, and just it's coming along. Kid's got editing chops. Speaking of editing, who's another one that's got editing chops? James Fury.
Bro, James Fury, don't show him this because like I do not need him to get a big head.
He could be if you're watching it. We don't know.
James Fury has the potential to have the Seth Rollins package. Dog. That kid is like, watch the way he sells moves. Watch the way, like, in ring he carries himself. He's never out of character. He's always James Fury while he's in that ring. Like, my guy, like, bro, he gets into position. I mean, I can't explain it to you. My guy, phenomenal.
What a contrast to if you know him outside of there.
Oh, my Jesus.
It is so crazy. It is absolutely insane.
He's even more nuts.
It's anyway.
That's a word. That's a word for it.
Anyways, that's gonna do it from us tonight.
Thank you for all sitting here watching this. Like we said, we're going to run through this again real quick. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m., we're going to be live both here on our channel and on the Wrestling Rage YouTube channel.
Is that what time that starts?
Yeah.
No one told me.
Oh, it's in the group chat.
Oh, yeah, but it got buried by stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, we started talking about 8 balls and brothels. And then we found out that Cody doesn't know how much an 8 ball costs anymore. It's fucking funny. So,
man, I used to buy a whole 8 ball for $100.
That's PK Batman. I'm Ethan. You can find me at Jensen Collins 3 on Twitter. Beneath us, but never below us, is Jeremiah Goldman, the boss, the 24 Karat Lion on all of the socials. And we are On a Forklift. You can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter, On a Forklift Pod Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, On a Forklift Wrestling Pod on Twitch, and Thursday nights at 9 on UPN. And as always, we love you, Judy.
Love you, Judy.
Love you, Judy.
Have a good night, you sexy beasts.